One is, unlike texts like sociology, political science, and history, economics has a lot of interesting concepts, important concepts. So you need to understand those concepts. So supposing somebody says inclusive growth, somebody says animal spirits. So many times people don't understand what these concepts are, what these are. So you basically make a lot of work. So the first thing that I want to tell all of you is that be very, very clear on the concepts. So wherever you have difficulty, don't take any concept. You don't imagine that this is the right answer. Don't make any guesswork. Okay. So be very, very clear on the concepts. So that's the first thing in economics. The second most important thing in economics is that you have a number of economic laws. Just note down. One is concepts. So concepts. The other is that there are a number of laws in economics, economic laws. Okay. Like in chemistry, you have Charles' law, Boyle's law, so you have a lot of laws in economics. So many times when you read an editorial in the paper, so you'll come across a lot of reference to laws, as if people think like free market, market forces, market fundamentalism. So you keep on wondering what this law is all about. So if you are not a student of economics, supposing you are a student of economics, you are familiar. You have done your graduation, you have done your post-graduation. Should I close this? So you have to be very familiar with the economic laws. Just note down economic laws, interesting economic laws. So when we talk of any subject, income inequality, poverty, okay, malnutrition, inclusion. So there are certain laws, like in science, you have a lot of laws there. And the third thing, very important thing is that economics today deals with a lot of data. Lot of data. How do you interpret a data? Now, some people would say India is doing extremely well. We are doing extremely well. Odisha is doing very, very well. Somebody would say, no, Ghanta kar raha hai India. It is going down the drain. Okay. So therefore, it's very important to know what is the correct data. So just note down data. Fourth is data. And the last is interpretation. You may have data. Okay. But how do you interpret that? So when you interpret data, are you all able to follow me? When you are interpreting data, you have to be logical. You cannot be a Modi Bhakt or you cannot be a Rahul Bhakt. Are you getting my point? वहाँ भक्ति की कोई जगह नहीं है. Okay, I write a lot of articles. I write regularly in the newspapers. Almost every week I have a column, both in the polity side, constitution side, and economic side. So I get invited to several places largely because I do not have an ideological baggage. Are you all getting me? So please shed all ideological baggage. Are you all getting me? So what are the things we said? First we said what? Accept. Second, economic laws. Third is data. Fourth is interpretation. And last but not is no ideological bias. No ideological bias. No ideological bias means you cannot be talking like a leftist or a rightist. Amatak Sen may say something, he will say something, but he will see the data and interpret that. Are you all getting me? So therefore, how you interpret the data? So your answer. So these are the 5 major things, as I said, are important in economics. Okay. So before I give you all this guns, let me also introduce a little about myself. I did my MA in economics long time back when Biju Patnaik was the chief minister, 1975. I stood first in my class in economics. Okay, I got into the Indian Economics Service when I was just about 21. Okay? I was 21. And I had the good fortune of working with Dr. Manmohan Singh. He was the secretary at that time, Secretary of Economic Affairs. So, Dhenkanal jai Delhi re Manmohan Singh sangare kamu kariba, was a great opportunity for me. Okay, I worked for 3 years in the Indian Economic Service. Then I joined the Indian Defense Account Service in 1979. 79, right? So there I worked with really good celebrities, including Abdul Kalam. He was my direct boss. I was director of finance with Dr. Kalam, 95 to 98. Then I was a joint secretary in the Defense Ministry, where I served with Pranab Mukherjee. But this is all true. Okay, so I'm not exaggerating a bit. These are all facts. Kichi hawa ithar nahi. Bujhata kichi hawa nahi. Sabu pura pump balas. So most important thing, I earn a living out of teaching. Kebbe bore hobani class re kebbe bore hobani. Never. So then I worked with Mr. Antony was my defense minister. So like this. So I closed my innings in 2012. Then I joined KIT University. Musi professor economics law school. So then I was in the School of Management. Then I headed leadership for about 4 years. So many students, many IAS, IPS officers have come out of this thing. But I am well known for 2 things. I teach economics and constitution very well. These are the 2 things I am good at. I am not good at other things, but I must say, reasonably good at both the things. Okay, so this is what I am. And I have a lot of research work to my credit. Many people have done research on me. So maybe I told Deepak also that constitution, you can also call me for specific things. So this is how you have understood me. And how many of you are having some economics background? How many of you have? No, nobody. Don't worry. You have some economics background. So we'll get to know each other well. So that is how the whole thing is. So today, friends, we'll do. Today we will try to first understand economics. Okay. In the process, we'll try to define economics. Defining economics is not very easy. Do you read anything? Do you read anything? All of your areas, isn't it? I can speak in Oriya once in a while. But Odisha Economic Survey before the budget. Odisha Economic Survey, net Odisha Economic Survey. Hela. Say document, okay, all of you, okay, Odisha Economic Survey asks you, budget Odisha Economic Survey. Before the budget is presented, there is an economic survey. Economic survey gives a pen picture of Odisha in different sectors. Bharat Odisha different sectors, agriculture, industry, banking, education, human capability, all these different sectors, there will be a chapter in each chapter. Okay, Odisha Economic Survey, that document you have to read very carefully. Preliminary question most of the questions in economics will be from Odisha Economic Survey. Is it clear? Several students have more. Are you getting my point? If you obey me, if you follow me, you'll get it. Difficult. You don't worry at all. I was like you, all of you. Okay. So Odisha Economic Survey, once it is published, okay. So it next week. next week kariba kan budget ta habo next week right. So we will do economic survey next month. Then there would be an Indian economic survey of India that will also be published. Budget हमारा 22 रे निर्माण करिवे 21 तारिख रे हला गोटे इकोनॉमिक सर्वे बारी हला बुझु तो कथा all of you are following me 21st रे हमरो इकोनॉमिक सर्वे हबो इंडिया रो ओडिसा रे केबे बजेट हबो आई डू नॉट नो ओडिसा बजेट हबो 22 परे हबो so keep a note keep a track of that. I'll tell you. So but important thing is that I was called for a discussion with the Chief Minister on Odisha on different discussion thila I was called as an expert. So Odisha ra economic survey nihati padibo au economic survey of India padibo तापर budget जरा आसियो budget ता आसीबो budget त तमे पढिबो बुझि पड़छ नै अरे बोले budget जब budget ता पढिबो मु budget तो पढाई देबी हला budget तो को पढाई देबी are you all getting me तो पढाई देबी next week पढाईबी जरा आसीबो कि ता पूर्व तुमको सब प्रिपेयर करके रखिबी बुझलो तो तमे budget रेडी करो चिंते से जिमते जहा कहबो तमे सला जिमते जो कला आगे मुळा चोबा बेला जो कोनटा सला कहउची बकबक कहउची बुझले कि ओके सो आमी तको बजेट करिया सो दिस इज द तापर तमे पेपर रे you only read the business standards. Economic times kichi economics pai tame business standard paper padibo. Business standard is the paper. Tar jo editorial guda achi बुझितो तार जो editorial गुड़ा अच्छी सब पढ़िबो they are very very useful. तो जो मन सब main को पाइबो तो मन those editorials should be very useful. Are you getting my point? तो वो लिखिए भी किसी difficulty होगा नहीं. Are you all getting me? So out of the paper like Hindu is also a very very good paper. Hindu is also a very very good paper. किंतु तार भारी boring paper टा किंतु भारी बोरिंग सा निद लगे सा देखिले बुझले किंतु कोन करिवो तुम कामटा सा कॉम्पिटिटिव कामटा इनटू बोरिंग काम कॉम्पिटिटिव कामटा बोरिंग तुमको आई एम ट्राइंग टू मेक इट एज इंटरेस्टिंग एज पॉसिबल आर यू ऑल गेटिंग मी आउ टिके मनटा को स्थिर करिया पड़ियो बोर्ड मेला सब तो नेटफ्लिक्स हबन ना सब तो नेटफ्लिक्स हबन रे अरे हां I watch a lot of Netflix. Okay, so competitive is not like Netflix. Okay, so competitive is pretty. My son is in Amazon. He's a creative director there, Spandan Mishra. So he's an engineer. Tapar MBA karikere. So he is into creatives. Okay, so we talk about films and all. Okay, so that is far more interesting. But this is far more. So Hindu paper padiyo. General knowledge by for general knowledge read chronicle take chronicle. Are you all getting me? Chronicle magazine टाको मासरे थरे आसीबो सेटा को जति तमे पढी किरी ताको प्रॉपर्ली नोट करियो जो प्लान्स को करंट अफेयर्स पे chronicle ता होची सबटु मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट न्यूज़. Chronicle संगरे जदि तमे डेली हिंदी ता टिके पढुतबो बुझो कथा खाली पढियो नै पटरी बसी पढिया कथा नै त नोट कर दो कोन इंपोर्टेंट कथा अछि तबे एंटू खाता कुचो ना प्रति दिन पेपर टा गुटे समराइज हला कोन मेन इवेंट अछि एमति नै म पढुची पेपर पढुची सेमति नै घंटाटे पढिबो बुझला त तार मेन पॉइंट्स टा नोट करियो अरे वेरी पेपर आ जदि किछि एडिटोरियल बाहरला ताको पढिबो मु तो पचार कौन टा पढ़ लो आई टेक बिजनेस स्टैंडर्ड एंड हिंदू वेरी रेगुलरली सो जोटा न बुझी पाला मते पचार साइटा बुझी पारलिनी आमे तो डिस्कशन करिया बुझी पड़छ तो कथा उडा त बुझी हलानी मते कौन सर लिखिछन बुझी हलानी कौन टा सर आपनकर कौन इमती कथा से कहउत कि बुझियो ऑनलाइन करिवो गोटे एडिटोरियल ऑनलाइन करिवो जे को एरिया उडा का बुझी पड़लो को कथा बुझी पड़लो आर यू ऑल गेटिंग मी सो आई एम देयर टू हेल्प यू टू इंटरप्रेट दैट. So chronicle ता होची chronicle ता को जनरल नॉलेज पे तो मन रखो मार खबर बहुत चांसेस अछि जनरल नॉलेज है भारी बोरिंग जिंस सा को प्लान हला को बताला को ममता को केमता सारा 50 प्रोग्राम सारा अछि बुझले कि को कथा बुझे नै कौन सारा पोषण ममता से कौन सब किए सब 50 कथा सब प्रोग्राम अच्छी सब से प्रोग्राम गुड़ा को जानिया पड़ो तेन तुम क्रॉनिकल टा न नब ना न पड़ो से पारिबनी है सी गोटे सब भारी सब बोरिंग मैगजीन अनदर एक्सट्रीमली बोरिंग मैगजीन किंतु इट इज वेरी यूजफुल अरे बुझ पड़ो तो जदि मलेरिया है क्विनोन खाଇବା कथा यू हैव नो चॉइस कौन कथा बुझ की सो इट इज लाइक क्विनाइन माने आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग यू समथिंग तमे जे कथा सीरियसली बुझिबो ताल जाके पाइबो सो क्रॉनिकल संगे तमे जो जो हिंदू ताको सप्लीमेंट करिवो तर गोटे मासरे जे क्रॉनिकल टा आसिला धर ए जो आसिला जुलाई मासर क्रॉनिकल टा आसिला सेटा पढि के प्रति दिन टिके नोट कर दोथु तो 6 मास पर तो परीक्षा हो तम पाखरे नोट गुडा सब थिबो आर यू ऑल गेटिंग मी हैव यू अंडरस्टूड इट यू धर तमे नेक्स्ट 3 मास रे दोउछ तमे ओएस दोउछ इफ यू आर फॉलोइंग दिस पेपर are you with me and you are following the chronicle nothing will escape you otherwise देखियो सब 10 टा 5 टा तो आसु कोटा सारे कोठी प्रोग्राम में तला कोन हेता तमे सो सेटा तुमको ट्रैक करे पड़ो सो आउ इकोनॉमिक्स पई बहुत हिसाब रे तो पढिबो इंडियन इकोनॉमी बाय ये रमेश सिंह भलो तो सार बसी कर दिस रमेश सिंह रो लेटेस्ट एडिशन ता पढिबो not that purana edition latest edition is it clear ramesh singh ra latest edition पतला बोइटा आगो बोइबा सब मोटा मोटा थिला हेल तो सो एति बोलो तले कोन में पढिबा तले को पढिबो हां बस स्टैंडर्ड एड्रल सब बाकी टिक देखि दबो हम गोटे पेपर ता पढिबा बुझले कि पेपर ता केमति पढा जो सेटा भी तुमको देखियो पड़ो ना पेपर केमती पेपर पढ़ियो साल ना भारी बोर हो जाबो कौन सर भारी बोर करके सारी गोटा जैकेट पैंट पिंदी भारी बोर करके सला गले बहुत सारा इत्ते कथा बतै देले सला क्वाड मन सब पागल कर देबे एकदम नहीं कि डोंट वरी सी बारे पढ़ पाइबो I have qualified 6 times in the UPSC. I have got IPS, everything. So everything I have done. Are you getting my point? So तेरे मुझे जानू ची कौन कॉलेज पास करियो मुझे जानी ची कौन टा कॉलेज तब पक्का पास करियो बुझ परियो बुझलो तो तेरो पिला जो माने सब पाई चंदी बहुत कांद पार रही चंदी बहुत गाली फेली खाई चंदी न कले गाली खाई खाइबो एबे तो गाली फेली दरकार नहीं विशेष तो परे करियो तुम से बुझ पालो so you will read Chronicle and Hindu for general knowledge, okay, economic survey to know the trends, okay. So these are the things you need to read. Is it clear to all of you? So कौन टा पढ़ियो clear है ना को तबे किछ हो को पढ़ा कलो समान देखो UPSC रे देखो listen to me very carefully. The level of the depth of the questions is far more difficult. Depth बहुत बेसी रहउची माने अच्छा लोक मध्य माने हम धर इकोनॉमिक्स रे प्रिलिमिनरी क्वेश्चन आसी आबर बढ़िया माने स्टूडेंट मध्य आंसर करि पाउनी फैक्ट करि पाउना को कथा बुझलो तो सो देखो तो माने डोंट बी ओवर एम्बिशियस कोटे जिंस सबले मन रखियो लो हैंगिंग फ्रूट एम फॉर समथिंग which is clearly achievable, okay. तमे यदि प्रथम तमे गोटे चेष्टा कर सो माने माने if you take my advice seriously, work for the OS first, work very essentially for the OS, okay. But I will be teaching at the level of the IAS. Are you getting my point? I will be teaching you at the level of the IAS. माने there will be माने मु टिके high level रे पढ़ाई टिके. Are you all getting me? I'll be teaching at a high level, but I will explain to you. कथा बुझे तो तुमको पानी जना पड़ो क्षीर जना पड़ो तो you will understand it, okay. ठीक है प्रथम टी डिफिकल्ट हबो किंतु बुझी जिवो तापरे ताल तुमको आईएएस लेवल पढ़ेबी किंतु तुम माने all of you try to focus on the OS पाई जिवो सेटा without much of a difficulty हैला. So now let us now try to understand what I am going to do today. First, I will try to define economics. Okay. तुमको पीपीटा में देबी तो किंतु लिखु ताके हला. तापरे economics there are two branches. गोटा हला microeconomics और गोटा macroeconomics. What is microeconomics? Microeconomics हला individuals. तुमे कौन कहते बटर खाइलो तुमे को प्राइस रे ब्रेड किनुचो. So it is all about individuals and farms. macro for the country as a whole. See, Odisha Economic Survey, Indian Economic Survey, it was macro. These are all macroeconomics. Tomorrow entire OS Parikha and IAS Parikha is on macroeconomics. Please remember this. Is it clear? Your OS examination and the IAS examination would be on the basis of macroeconomics only and not microeconomics. But still a few concepts you should know. Is that clear to all of you? So we'll try to understand the difference between the two. And then, as I mentioned right in the beginning, I will explain a few key concepts. What are the concepts? Gotala efficiency, equity, opportunity cost, information asymmetry, irrational exuberance, animal spirit. There are so many concepts, some important concepts which come regularly when you read something in economics. That I'll cover that. So concepts are clear out. Next, we will look at economic systems and debates. Please note this. So spend some time today on this, on economic systems and debates. Eita gote tomo pai gote important area aji mu padhebi. Hela? Economic systems. Economic systems mane, is India a mixed economy? Is India a socialist economy? Is Cuba a socialist economy? So we'll try to find out what kind of economic systems we are operating. Is it clear to all of you? So we will try to look at this economic systems. Because the economic system is very important. So I still remember 1995, so when I went with Dr. Kalam to Russia, first time, my first visit, semane amku jimte airport ru semane kahle we'll show you a few churches. So we are surprised why they are going to show you churches. So we didn't know that during the communist regime, all the churches were closed. Because Karl Marx was the view that religion is opium to the people. What did he say? Religion is opium to the people. Religion is opium to the people. So interesting statement, baby. Religion is opium to the people. Opium. So he said, you know, our misery is because we are obsessed with religion. Bhagavan kardave, bhagyareya achi, kon kariva, mo bhagyareya achi, mo kon to karibi. Uchuto, mo bhagyo achi, mo ei jagara bahava thela, kon se bhagyo mor achi, kon kariva chala. So Marx was the first person who did not believe in this kind of concept called destiny. And destiny is again attached to religion. Bhagavan jaha kariye, Bhagavan jaha karanti pranira mangala pai. Jagannath jo gadi tanla bale jodi panchta loko bariar thela, Bhagavan karo daya thela, tinta loko mole. Are you all getting me? People will say nahi chhora Bhagavan karo daya thela se tinta mole. Kon mori swabh thela mu sa seti goli chotke mori thela bahut badhiya hitanda. To buchcho to kotha. Mane we are so much blind about religion. Are you getting my point? So he completely, so no church was open in Russia. So when 1991, Russia became a free market economy. So before 1991, it was a communist country. It was a socialist country. Are you all getting me? From 1917 to 1991, it was a socialist economy. When religion was forbidden. Are you all getting me? 1917 Russian Revolution ହେଇଥିଲା. Russian Revolution ହେଇଥିଲା. କାହିଁକି ନା ଗରିବ ଲୋକମାନେ workers ମାନେ they rebelled against the capitalist industrialists. ସେମାନେ ଆମକୁ exploit କରୁଛନ୍ତି. So there was a revolution in Russia in 1917. So and they adopted what Marx had said, communist regime. And the workers will be at the forefront of administration. Are you all getting me? So in 91, that system collapsed and they adopted the American system, the free market system. So as I was telling you, so when we saw Russia in 1995, the Russian state has completely changed. आगुरु समस्ते चाइना रे जुआल गले समस्ते सवासे माओ जो पैंट शर्ट सब पिनथले सब जैकेट पिनथले माओ जैकेट पिनथले जहा को देखो सला ब्लू जैकेट पिनचंदी सला से जो नथाय बने जो जैकेट पिनचंदी एबे ये जीन टी शर्ट मारी तमळा बुचंदी सेतो समस्ते समान कारण समस्ते so things have changed. Are you all getting me? माने समय थिला जते रशिया रे समस्ते सा जैकेट पिनी बुलथले किंतु एबे देखला को सब your dress sense changed. Okay, so 95, so that is why understanding economic system is very important. The system that you are operating in, what kind of systems are you working, and then finally we'll go into some of the assumptions, logic, principles. Is it clear to all of you? So this is how we go about. ये लोग किए कहि परियो तुमे फादर ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स एडम स्मिथ कांदीबो ता ग्रेव रे बसी कांदीबो कहला सला की ओडिसा रो मते कहला मु एडम स्मिथ बोली से कांदीबो खाली ता ग्रेव बिसरे बसी गिरी कांदीबो कहबो की को बदमाश मते कहला एडम स्मिथ बोली एडम स्मिथ रे दाढ़ी थिला दाढ़ी देखि दो एडम स्मिथ छवि देखिबा बुझले कि मु जाइथिली स्कॉटलैंड जाइथिली आई हैड बीन टू स्कॉटलैंड विथ माय वाइफ ओके सो एडिनबरा रे बुल्ला बेल को से ओटा स्टैच्यू थिला से मते कहला अरे देखछु एटा किए मूड ऊपर देखला को सो एडम स्मिथ सिकला तंबरा इकोनॉमिक्स टीचर थिला एडम स्मिथ तू जानि पर ना अच्छा आई डिड नॉट नो सला एडिनबरा से पाठ पढौतला मु सा जानि नि से जानि छि सा इकोनॉमिक्स लिखिछि वेल्थ ऑफ नेशंस लिखिछि कहला तमे गोटे इते मूर्ख बोली मु जानि नथले सामने देखु छ एडम स्मिथ मिले एगो फोटो अछि तू देखैबी वाइफ मेरे कहला तुम कौन देखु छ सो एडम स्मिथ होची सारा स्कॉटलैंड रो लोक प्रोफेसर ए बदमाश ना होची एलन ग्रीनस्पैन लेखो एलन ग्रीनस्पैन ता ना होची एलन ग्रीनस्पैन एटा को फोटो देखि गिरी मु प्राय 500 जगह देखि छी केही ना चिन्ह पड़नाती मानो पिलाडा इते बुद्धि हमर पिलाडा को मास्टर वाले भी देखि छी एमी मु जाय कि मास्टर वाले देखे मु प्रोफेसर सिलेक्शन बोर्ड रे भी रहे बुझले कि माने इते नॉलेज बिलांग अछि तुम जब बेस्ट तमर जे मास्टर कर भी न माने तकर नहीं ये होची एलन ग्रीनस्पैन देखो 1987 रो देखो 1987 रो 2006 पर्यंत ही गवर्नर फेडरल रिजर्व बैंक यूएस फेडरल रिजर्व बैंक थिला जिंदा हमर रिजर्व बैंक जिंदा पे शक्तिकांत दास अछि फेडरल रिजर्व बैंक 1987 रो 2006 फॉर ओनली 19 इयर्स 19 वर्ष ए बुढ़ा सळा अमेरिका रो रिजर्व बैंक गवर्नर थिला बुझो तो फेडरल रिजर्व बैंक रो गवर्नर थिला एटा को सब ग्रेटेस्ट बैंकर बोली कहन से जतबे थिला गवर्नर थिला प्राइम मिनिस्टर के जाई देखा करथिल तको माने बहुत बुधिया लोक सर बॉय ताना अछि एज ऑफ टर्बुलेंस लिखि न खाली एज ऑफ टर्बुलेंस मतलब भाई भाई पाइले ये कहि दो सर यू डू नॉट नो एज ऑफ टर्बुलेंस भाई से साथ आरोपट भाव सब दियो भलो मार दी सा खसाया बुझलो तो एज ऑफ टर्बुलेंस एज ऑफ बहुत बढ़िया भाई एज ऑफ टर्बुलेंस ओके सो दिस गाय तानो छे एलन ग्रीनस्पैन अरे ऑल गेटिंग मी एलन ग्रीनस्पैन हैला एलन ग्रीनस्पैन से फेडरल रिजर्व बैंक का गवर्नर एमती सब फोटो देखि बहुत फोटो देखि जोड़ा फर्स्ट टाइम तमे देखो बुझले कि तो वो सार माने भी देखना थी सब फोटो ये किए सारा लोक एलन ग्रीनस्पैन बुझले तो ए बुढ़ा होची गवर्नर से जितने बिल क्लिंटन बिकेम दी जानथि भलो कि ता ना सुनिथियो सो बिल क्लिंटन जितने यूएस प्रेसिडेंट हला सो ही केम एंड मेट हिम से कहला मु सर लॉ पढ़ी लॉ रे बहुत भलो स्टूडेंट आई एम आल्सो टेक्नोलॉजी savvy he was very good in mobiles and all but मते सरा इकोनॉमिक्स जाना नहीं आई डू नॉट नो इकोनॉमिक्स तमे टिके बते इकोनॉमिक्स टा टिके पढ़े दबो सो द स्टोरी गोज बिल क्लिंटन वेंट टू हिम फॉर 7 consecutive days तम भाबो से देशटा काहे की बा हमर मोदी को तो सब जणा he knows everything से ब्रह्म ज्ञानी सब जानी चंती कौन होची पृथ्वी रे कोटी कौन होची से आइंस्टाइन तो बेसी कथा जानी चंती किंतु तांको देशटा एई थई ऊपर अछि कारण से माने ज्ञान रे विश्वास करंती आर यू ऑल गेटिंग मी से जानी छी मो लॉ रे मोर इकोनॉमिक्स रे किछि नै किंतु देश रे इकोनॉमी चलिया पे सो दैट इज व्हाई ही वेंट टू एलन ग्रीनस्टैन सो टू एलन ग्रीनस्टैन ताको एक कथा कहला जे इकोनॉमिक्स डजंट एक्सप्लेन एवरीथिंग but no account of world politics is adequate if it doesn't explore the economic dimension सब कथा कहबनी किंतु जदि तुम तार इकोनॉमिक डायमेंशन ता न जानिचो तमे गधा ही रहइबो आर यू ऑल गेटिंग मी से एई ताको मूल मंत्र देला जे तमे इकोनॉमिक डायमेंशन न जानिचो ताले तमे बहुत असुविधा रहछ बुझि परछो तो ऑल अरे सो सेटू कहला सर आपको कौन मूल मंत्रटा मत की कहंतु गोटे की मंत्र थियो तबो से तो कहला जे इजी मनी प्लीज नोट डाउन इजी मनी माने से कहला इजी मनी से कहला जे तमे जति बैंक रु जो हमें लोन दोछ if that is given at a very low rate so there would be expansion in the economy cost of credit would be very low. So he was the one who reduced Federal Reserve Bank interest, repo rate. लिखा repo rate में बुझो तो repo rate is किसी बुझो ना कौन टा repo rate ला short term rates, short term. प्रति 3 मास Reserve Bank of India publishes a rate. तब कहते repo rate. लिखा repo rate. Concept again आसो. बुझी पड़तो? Again, listen to me. Concept. What is repo rate? Please write down. Repo rate तुमको इते डिक्टेशन भी कर देबी बुझी तो कि भी ते लेखिबो तमे मु तो डिक्टेशन कर देबी त तमे जानिमा हाउ टू एक्सप्रेस योरसेल्फ ओके तापर तमे बुझी पड़छो तो सो लिखो repo rate is the rate at which the Reserve Bank of India RBI provides short-term credit to the banks. I would a term लिखी थी I would a concept लिख दिया reverse repo rate देखो reverse repo rate रिवर्स रिपोर्ट हाथ थकी दियो माने पिलाडा मते भारी कष्ट पांती मोर मैनेजमेंट सर बहुत हाथ बिंद्राणी बदवासला पेन के तरह मो क्लास रे के समस्त एकदम तांती सो रिवर्स रेपो रेट इज द रेट at which the banks deposit money with the Reserve Bank. Have you understood? In repo rate, if you are Indian Bank, you are State Bank, you are ICICI Bank, you require money spent to your investors. Somebody has come for a scooter loan to you, you don't have money. So you go to the Reserve Bank and then you say, please give me some money at the repo rate. So that is what is called the repo rate. Short-term rate at which, and that rate is relevant for 3 months. Please note down. And that is decided by Monetary Policy Committee, MPC. तमे किछि don't take anything for granted. तम पूरा एकदम पूरा फंडामेंटल चलाओ पूरा बुझले कि तमर जो ज्ञान रो भंडार अछि मुंडा रे सेटा पूरा फोपाड़ दियो किछि तम पर ज्ञान नाही भाबो तुम निज ज्ञानटा लगानी क्या तुम ज्ञान लगाले मु पूरी कंफ्यूज हो जिबी बुझलो तो आर यू ऑल is decided every 3 months. So the Reserve Bank decides the repo rate every 3 months, and that is decided by a Monetary Policy Committee. Monetary Policy Committee की थांती क्यों कहलो गवर्नर आओ नहीं एइथ्वे कहली जे तमे जम्मा मुंडटा को बंदरे बेसी बुद्धि एइ तो गला तमे आसला प्रथम आरंभ गला जेम तो विराट कोहली गला सा गला तो मिश्रा गला सांग से गला बुझो तो कथा हैव यू अंडरस्टूड नाउ either you know it fully or you do not know किछि अदाब नहीं सारे एतो सिको दे प्रथम हला आरबीआई गवर्नर तापर डेप्टी गवर्नर तापर हला सुन एग्जीक्यूटिव तुम लिखो ना एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टर इन आरबीआई जो लोकटा देयर इज एन एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टर इन आरबीआई हु इज आल्सो अ मेंबर सो आरबीआई रो तीन जन लोक रहले बाकी तीन जन लोक होचंदी फ्रॉम आउटसाइड एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टर फ्रॉम आरबीआई बुझो तो बाकी तीन जन लोक जड़े हला प्रोफेसर इकोनॉमिक्स लेख गोटे हला प्रोफेसर इकोनॉमिक्स गोटे हला प्रोफेसर फ्रॉम द मैनेजमेंट स्कूल प्रोफेसर फ्रॉम मैनेजमेंट स्कूल आ गोटे हला प्रोफेसर इन स्टैटिस्टिक्स कौन कौन कहला प्रोफेसर इकोनॉमिक्स प्रोफेसर मैनेजमेंट आ गोटे प्रोफेसर स्टैटिस्टिक्स जो डाटा कहितली गोटे डाटा केमिति कोन चली छी देशटा इकोनॉमिक्स चली छी आ जडे मैनेजमेंट लोग कहबो जे हाउ इज द बिजनेस गोइंग ऑन वन विल कमेंट अबाउट द इकोनॉमी वन विल कमेंट ऑन द कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर बिजनेस वर्ल्ड वन विल गिव द डेटा इज इट क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू चारि तक के गोंडळ हे गला तो सब ठीक अछि सो आर यू ऑल फॉलोइंग मी So repo rate is decided by a committee headed by the Reserve Bank governor, deputy governor, executive director, and there are three outside members, namely a professor in economics, professor in management, and professor in statistics. Clear? तीन मास थरे बसी से माने decide करते repo rate ता कौन होगा? Are you all getting me? So semane por ese kotha aba to kimti semane decide करते how they decide will talk to, but this much you remember. So in America also they have a MPC, monetary policy committee. They also have a monetary policy committee. Okay. So ये Greenspan कहला को कहा को Bill Clinton कहला जे हमर जो rate ता होची this rate is very high. We are giving loans at 6%. So he reduced it to 2%. Are you getting my point? So many people say prosperity in America in the 90s under Bill Clinton was largely because of easy money. Are you all getting me? So he is responsible. But this was one of the major reasons why America did very well, because the cost of credit was very low. Like for instance, in India, the repo rate today is how much? Kate? 4.5. ए तो सब देखो कहते 6.5 देखो 6.5 है ना और रिवर्स रेपो रेट हला 6.25 व्हाट इज रिवर्स रेपो रेट जे तुम पाखरे बहुत टंका अछि यू वांट टू डिपॉजिट इन द आरबीआई सो रिवर्स रेपो रेट इज ऑलवेज लेस देन द रेपो रेट आर यू ऑल गेटिंग मी तो मैं बहुत टंका हला डिमोनेटाइजेशन समय बहुत लोग देखि टंका फका भर्ती कले मन पड़ची अरे सब टंका सब कला धन नहीं पड़े ना से कोड चेक रखियो पड़े तो घरे घर रखियो ना कोन बैंक रखो बैंक सो दे विल डिपॉजिट इन द रिजर्व बैंक सो दे गेट एन इंटरेस्ट आर यू ऑल गेटिंग मी कांसेप्ट बुझो तो कितने कांसेप्ट रिवर्स रेपो रेट जो एमपीसी कहले तो मन रखो से एमपीसी वन ऑफ द मेजर मैंडेट होची इंडिया रे देखो टू कीप इन्फ्लेशन अरे इथे लिखियो बॉर्डर लिखियो रे किम लिखियो कहलो पेन अछि तो ठीक है तो दरकार मते कहबा तो ठीक अछि so MPC so monetary policy committee what it does the main thing for a monetary policy committee is to keep inflation please note down keep inflation within 4 to 6%. तो तुमको पचाला कि व्हाट इज द रोल ऑफ एमपीसी आसियो तुमको पांचटा कथा पांचटा आसियो सो द मेन रोल ऑफ एमपीसी इज टू कंट्रोल इट विद इन 4 to 6%. आर यू ऑल गेटिंग मी प्राइस कंट्रोल आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट प्राइस कंट्रोल बुझी पड़छ तो तमे प्रेस परीक्षा पे दीस आर द थिंग्स व्हिच आर इंपोर्टेंट आसियो जे एमपीसी रा कोन रोल एमपीसी रा मेजर रोल आसियो इट विल इंप्रूव ग्रोथ it will give credit no the role is to keep price control. And price control within which band? 4 to 6%. Are you all getting me? So Alan Greenspan told Clinton that please provide easy money to people. So now many people believe, now please note down, many people believe that because of this easy money, has increased phenomenally in the world. He was the father of easy money. What is wrong with capitalism? Please note down. Ruchir Sharma, very handsome pilate, एकदम handsome look है, बहुत बढ़िया handsome pilate. What is wrong with capitalism? It is a नया बही बात थी. What is wrong with? लिखो. What is wrong with capitalism? What is wrong with capitalism? So आजकल कुछ भी capitalism का what is wrong with capitalism? ये बेसिक जल्दी हो चुकी है, जल्दी हो चुकी है. ठीक है स्पीड ना धीरे अभी कर देंगे. और स्लो डाउन. ठीक है भूमरा बड़ा हो ची बट ठीक है कम स्पीड नहीं ठीक है. सो बुझना तो. सो कौन टा कहते हैं? हाँ हाँ Ruchir Sharma, what is wrong about capitalism is a book which has just been published. Very, very good book. तो मैं जो बही गुड़ा को ना कहूची तो खाली Google रे तार उटा summary टा पढ़ दूँ भलो भलो बही. When you go for an interview, please remember, they will ask you जे कौन टा बही पढ़ चुका. तुम दे कोई वजह सर मु इंडियन इकोनॉमी बाय रमेश सिंह कहे तो थोड़ा बाहर है, थोड़ा बाहर है. बुझला कि से तो कहबो नहीं सर मु जो हैरी पॉटर रो से जो सीरीज ता सर जस्ट देखि से को तो इट बाजू वालू फर्स्ट रे. सो यू मस्ट रीड. तुम जो इंटरव्यू जीवो तुम्हारा वो इंटरव्यू करे, यू मस्ट रीड अ गुड बुक. कहबो जे भलो बहिटे सब पढी वो पढी जी सर व्हाट इज रॉन्ग विथ कैपिटलिज्म. पूरा बहिटा तो पढी परिबोनी तेन तार जो समरीटा बाहरे सेटा उटे भलो भलो बहिरो समय रखिबो. आर यू ऑल गेटिंग मी? सो रुचिर शर्मा कहूची ए बहिटारे the main reason capitalism is not doing well is because of easy money and high borrowing. We'll come to all that. Are you getting my point? What is he saying? He's saying that the main problem of capitalism is that the countries are highly indebted. They're borrowing too highly. Are you all getting me? So gote bhal side achi, tar kharab side achi. Tome jodi easy money milna फुंकेला चला मार के फुंकेला दारू मार लो बुझल. So easy money has also a lot of difficulty. Easy money has but people do acknowledge that because of easy money, American industry really flourished during that time. Anyway. एक किए मते कहि परौ जे कहल ठीक है ए लोगटा देखि गोटे गेस हो ये चश्मा लोगटा ता ना छि पॉल सैमुएल्सन से 1970 मसिया रे नोबेल प्राइज पाइला इकोनॉमिक्स रे. ए लोकटर जो बही इकोनॉमिक्स बही ए जो तुम कहली ने इंडियन इकोनॉमी रमेश सिंह ता संग लिखि दियो इकोनॉमिक्स बाय सैमुएल्सन. जो बही जो कहथिल प्रथमे इकोनॉमिक्स बाय सैमुएल्सन बुझलो तो. এই বইটা তুমি পড়নি তুমি মতে বহুত মারিব কইব সব বহুত কষ্ট কিন্তু এই বইটা হচ্ছে টেক্সট বুক 136 টা দেশরা টেক্সট বুক এটা বুঝলো তো. এটা বহুত কোয়ালিটি টেক্সট বুক মানে গোটা বহুত মানে ভালো টেক্সট বুক যদি কহନ୍ତି ইকোনমিক্স রে ইয়াঠো বেटर বই কিছু নাই. মু যেতেবেলে বিএ পড়ুতলি ইকোনমিক্স মু इंटरमीडिएट साइंस परे बुझलो तो मते मेडिकल जाइथिले मते भल लागलानी सला सेठी मेडिकल रे सेठो मु कोन कहली आई जॉइंड इकोनॉमिक्स बिकॉज माय ब्रदर हु वाज वाइस चांसलर उत्कल यूनिवर्सिटी थिले से अमेरिका रिसर्च बड़ा पीएचडी करथिले से कहले तू इकोनॉमिक्स पढ़ एतर बहुत फ्यूचर अछि. सो ही सेंट मी अ बुक ऑफ पॉल सैमुएल्सन's इकोनॉमिक्स. So Samuelson is studied in almost every university of the world and it is considered to be one of the best books. किंतु तमे एठी जीव लाइब्रेरी जीव देखियो आहुजा जिंघान जितने सा बोरिंग इंडियन बही सब आहुजा बुझले कि सुखात में बुझले तो मुझे प्रथम लॉ स्कूल देखिली सारा ऑर्थन बही पड़ी पवल सामेसन 30 टका बही सारा मोसा ताऊ खाउछथि कौन सर के पढुनन ताको but it is its weight of gold, one of the most wonderful books. माने सामेसन 1970 मसरे सुब्रमण्यम स्वामी जानि छ सुब्रमण्यम स्वामी पॉलिटिशियन मो हां सी ता अंडर पीएचडी करतला. He is considered to be one of the greatest modern चली गलानी ऊपर को चली गलानी किंतु he is considered to be one of the greatest economists. इतना सुंदर लेखा कहबार नहीं बुझले कि इतना सुविधा टिके मार दो छोटे पेज मार दो सारे एते गुडे कहउतले से मु तार गोटे बड़ भक्त ये सामेसन रो मोटा भक्त 73 रे बुझले कि भाईना पठेले प्रथम सब बड़ी बोर हेली सब बड़ निद लागला से केही पढुले सामेसन किंतु सामेसन पढिली बोली बीए फर्स्टली एमए फर्स्ट इकोनॉमिक्स को बुझो तो कथा सो माने से भाई सब बुझी ठीक सब बुझी कोटा पढिले सब भाई खसियो किंतु प्रथम ता देखलम त इंग्रजी पढिया माने एकदम exceptionally good English. I'm a Odia, many Indians man, I don't write good English. Okay. So that's one of the reasons I don't read Indian authors, you know. So, but he writes extremely well. So, एक लोको 1970 में से Nobel Prize पाया. Can you tell me when was Nobel Prize instituted in economics? 1969. Look, 1969. Nobel Prize was instituted in 1969. The first recipient of Nobel Prize was Ragnar Frisch. Ragnar, R-A-G-N-E-R, F-R-I-S-C-H. Ragnar Frisch. R-A-G-N-A-R, F-R-I-S-H. And these are and Tinbergen. 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 Ragnar Frisch और Tinbergen. हैला को बुझु तो एई माने दे आर द फादर ऑफ इकोनोमेट्रिक्स. Econometrics माने they were the ones who brought economics and statistics to economics. Look, very important. What is econometrics? Application of econometrics. Look, econometrics is application of economic laws through data and statistics. Through data and statistics. Just to give an example, आमे कहले जे जदि दाम बढ़िबो जे पाउरुटी दाम बढ़िबो त लोक कम पाउरुटी खाइबे. So if the price of bread is high, people will consume less quantity. एटा गोटे गप मारि कि चली गले मार्शल लॉ मारि कि चली गले लॉ ऑफ डिमांड बिल को जामे बुझु तो. Are you all getting me? What is law of demand? That if the price increases, demand will come down. If the price comes down, demand will go up. Is it clear? एक कथा से गानो में कहि चली गले किंतु एटा को प्रमाण करना इकोनोमेट्रिशियन से जीव मार्केट को जीव जाके चेक करिवो. Are you all getting me? Are you getting me? So that is why I said facts, statistics. So econometrics, today economics is read by different disciplines. When a Delhi School of Economics, for instance, 80% students are from physics and engineering. They are studying economics. तमे रियल लाइफ डेटा तमे पाइकी ताको तमे टेस्ट करियो. एटा सत कथा कि भूल कथा बुझि परछो तो. So Ragnar Frisch and Tinbergen were the ones to introduce econometrics. And this guy was responsible for bringing many economic laws. ये laws को ये टेस्ट कर ले. बुझि परछो तो. ये सेकंड ईयर पाइले. बुझि परछो तो. Are you all getting me? That is difficult होची. डिफिकल्ट अछि एबो ठीक अछि तो ये बहुत ऊपर को जीवा हमें एबो बहुत आराम रे चली छी गीता फुता चली छी बुझे कि आलाप पला चली छी आ बहुत आग को जीवा बहुत ऊपर को जीवा 10% तमे बहुत आग को जीवा. सी सामलसन कहला. So he got Nobel Prize in 1970. So he said, just read, economics is the study of how societies use, please note down, scarce resources. Scarce resources. एक गोटा करके मन रखो है ना, माने resources are scarce. तमे कहबो जे लड्डू इनफाइनाइट लड्डू अछि सर, होली अछि बहुत लड्डू अछि, लड्डूज आर लिमिटेड, फिश इज लिमिटेड, बुझले कि 50 किलो माछ अछि 50 किलो तो 500 किलो माछ दरकार तो नहीं सर माछ नहीं एते, अरे बोलिए सो रिसोर्सेस आर स्carce. Second, to produce valuable goods and services. See resources जो scarce resource रे कौन करिया हमें valuable goods and services, valuable वैल्यू अच्छी तो प्रोड्यूस को के नबो को नहीं जनी तरकारी कलो के खायो को राजी नहीं, बुझले कि सला कलर पूजा करछो के सला छुइयो को राजी न कहो सर मो निमो फल फल बाजी छी सर, निमो फल दे खाइबे सर कहो तो बजे तो चटड़ा निमो फल valuable goods and services. Are you all getting me? जहां वैल्यू अच्छी सब दरकार से जो कहो सर भेंडी अच्छी सब भेंडी valuable. Are you all getting me? एमिति नहीं नहीं सर्विसेस गुड्स वाला कौन भेंडी, सर्विसेस वाला एसएन मिश्र पढ़ौची पाठ डॉक्टर लॉयर. अरे so anything which is invisible is a service. Please remember goods and services. Please note down anything that is not visible तो किमिति पाठ पढ़ौची किछि विजिबल नहीं. दीपक जानी पड़नी होला कोन करछन सर बोर करछन कि पढ़ौचंती कोन करछंती. अरे ऑल गेटिंग मी. डॉक्टर कौन सा मेडिसिन दउची, लॉयर कौन ता कहूची, बोर करूची कि कौन करूची कि जानी जर सर्विसेस. आर यू ऑल गेटिंग मी? दिस इज व्हाट वी कॉल as services, valuable goods and services. Are you all? So economics is a study of how societies use scarce resources to produce valuable goods and distribute them amongst individuals. से एनी कथा नहीं खाली प्रोड्यूस कला, अरे प्रोड्यूस करके तो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करियो ना. घरे कोन माछ रखियो कि घरे कोन व्यवसाय रखियो तो बिकियो तक ना. अरे ऑलरेडी सो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट. सो थ्री थिंग्स, स्कैर्स रिसोर्स, वैल्यूएबल गुड्स एंड सी फिर तीनटा कथा आसला देखो. स्कैर्स रिसोर्स and economics assumes it is a competitive market. एमती नहीं जे गुटी लोक अछि तो बड़ा किछु उपाय नहीं. we are assuming that there is competition. Is it clear? We are also expecting that people are efficient. Please note down efficient. आमी जो प्रोडक्ट छे एमते नहीं जे सब 50 टा मूला नष्ट होई पडुची, एमते नहीं जे स्टील बनाउचे सब 50 किलो स्टील एमती तदी होची. You have to do it efficiently. Are you getting my point? And please note down one more thing economics also teaches you, that we are rational in behavior. Please note down rational. Again a very important concept. We are rational. Rational माने कोन? आइसक्रीम दाम जिता अधिका अच्छी हमें आइसक्रीम बेसी खाइबानी. कोल्ड ड्रिंक जिता बड़ा दाम तार कम अच्छी बेसी कोल्ड ड्रिंक पीबा. रैशनैलिटी तमाने you behave in a reasonable manner. Are you all getting me? Rationality means you behave in a reasonable manner. Are you all getting me? So many times people appear to be behaving in a non-rational manner, irrational manner. You do not behave in a normal way. जब तुमको बापा कहउछथि जे तू पढ़ापढ़ी कर, तमे ताको गाली आरंभ कलो. इरेशनल बिहेवियर. किंतु से काहे गाली दउची, से काहे गाली दउची, सरा मैच अछि, सरा इंडिया जिम्बाब्वे मैच अछि, तमे बोर करछो ताको, सरा से मैच के चलछि तमे सी में इरेशनल बिहेवियर करछि नहीं बुझो तो कथा. So economics assumes that you behave in a rational way. Are you all getting me? So this is how economics is defined. Economics has two branches. Please note down two branches. गोटाला माइक्रोइकोनॉमिक्स, तार बापा है एडम स्मिथ. जहां ना तमे एलन ग्रीनस्पैन को जो कहूतलो ए एडम स्मिथ जो बुढ़ा ना से होची तार बापा. बापा कौन सा ग्रैंडफादर से 1776 वाला से बुझल तो से होची 1776 वाला से होची कौन से कोची स्टडी चॉइस एंड इम्प्लिकेशंस तुम किमती चूज कलो तुम आइसक्रीम खाइबो कि कोल्ड ड्रिंक खाइबो तुम छेनापोड़ खाइबो कि गजा खाइबो यू टू मेक ए चॉइस ना तुम चिकन खाइबो कि अंडा खाइबो चॉइस ना choice and its implication for price and quantity equilibrium equilibrium price and quantity to be in equilibrium very important concept again in economics is equilibrium माने जितेबले मियां बीबी राजी जितेबले both the parties. So please draw this diagram. Draw this diagram. बर्तमान तुमको इकोनॉमिक्स को आसले बुझो तो एबे सब मजा कथा छेना गजा सब चल लेख ड्राइंग करा ताले तुम बर्तमान में इकोनॉमिक्स को तो बोर कष्ट लागुची कि नहीं तो ठीक लागुची बुझी पड़छ तो आमे बर्तमान देखिबा जे इक्विलिब्रियम टा कोन माने बुझी पड़छ तो प्लीज to draw this. So on the x axis we have quantity. Is that clear? On the x axis we have quantity and on the y axis we have price. Is that clear beta? On the x axis we have quantity and on the y axis we have price. Now जो D curve is called the demand curve. Is the demand curve. D हला demand curve हला लेकिन खबर है ठीक किम करे मानो सिताबे करियो तो पगल एट ना हाँ if price is T1, what is the quantity we are purchasing? Is it clear? Clear होची ए गोटे डायग्राम एंड करवा ब्रेक रमा एटा दिस इज अ वेरी इंपोर्टेंट डायग्राम once you understand this ताहले तमे इकोनॉमिक्स बुझी परछ बोर हले एटा बुझबो पड़ियो तो ऑल ऑफ यू हैव दिस इज द बेसिक गेटवे इकोनॉमिक्स जगन्नाथ मंदिर को जिंतु पोसिया पई से संड एटा से संड को न मारले सेठी घंटा न मारले पस परिबो हला तो so as I said this is the demand curve this dd is the demand curve okay dd is the demand curve in the demand curve we are showing that if the price is 1 if the price is this much I will consume how much OQ is that clear तमे धरो you are very thirsty you want to buy a coke so if you find that the price of coke is 100 you will buy one coke are you all getting me you will buy how many coke one coke but the price is 50 you buy cokes if the price is P then how much will you buy okay is it clear? Now, supposing the price is, please draw these diagrams. P2, so if the price is OP2, then how much quantity you will take? 25 rupees. Tome are you all getting me? Are you all getting me? So, demand curve, we are showing, what are we trying to show? We are trying to show that when the price is higher, I will buy less. If the price is lower, I will buy more. Okay? This is called down sloping demand curve. So demand curve is downward sloping. And this is a very rational behavior. Now, have you understood what is rationality? ଯେତେବେଳେ ତମ ଦାମଟା ବେଶୀ ଅଛି ତମେ କମ ଖାଉଛ, ଯେତେବେଳେ ତମର ଦାମଟା କମ ଅଛି ତମେ ବେଶୀ ଖାଉଛ. Is it clear? So therefore when in the market, when you find that the price is low, you buy more. When the price is high, you buy less. Is that clear to all of you? This is from the perspective of a buyer. So there is a supplier. Now that supply fellow, okay, that supply fellow, if the price is higher, the price is OP1, से कितने बिकियो कितने क्वांटिटी आनिमो से OP1 जितना प्राइस से अधिक आबो बुझि पड़छ तो when the price of coke is 100 he creates the coke. When the price is 50, 1 crate of coke. When the price is 25, he will bring half a crate of coke. Have you understood? Have you understood this? So if you are a supplier, if you are selling coke, you will bring the market when the price is higher, but you will bring less to the market when the price is low. Is that clear? Just opposite for a buyer. Are you all getting me? तमें कह कि सर मत बहुत लो रेट रे दरकार 25 टंका सर मोर कोक दरकार से कह सर नो 25 टंका नो सर आप एटू बाजू होंतु एटी गेंगे होंतु 25 टंका नाही कोक से टू कह केते दा हबो से को 50 टंका दबो ताले मु बिकिबी बुझो तो सो 25 टंका रे when it is at this level, are you getting my point? So when the price is P, both the buyers and the supplier agree to buy and sell. Please note down. When the price is willing, Mia Bibi kitna baji hale? When the offer is acceptable to both the buyer and the seller. What is the market equilibrium? When the price is both acceptable to the buyer and the supplier. तो मो कथा नहीं तुम कथा के नो कि 10 टका मेंटे लियो मु तुमको 5 टका देबिनी आ 15 टका मु बिकुतले ठीक अछि 10 टका तमे लियो बुझि पड़छ कथा अरे आर यू ऑल फॉलोइंग मी एटा मजा आसला कि नै तुम कथा एटा कहती मार्केट इक्विलिब्रियम सो इन मार्केट इक्विलिब्रियम sorry word. Are you getting my point? So please remember the concept of market equilibrium is very unique in economics. Where neither the buyer nor the seller is getting. But both think ठीक ठाक अछि. It ओकरा ठीक ठाक अछि. एटा होती market. Are you getting me? So that is why. So and we behave in a rational manner. Are you all getting me? So when the prices are coming down, demand will go up. When demand will go up from the buyer's perspective. When the prices will go up, supply will be more from the supplier's perspective. So therefore, in microeconomics, we try to understand the behavior of the price, how price is determined. Are you getting my point? How price is determined? It is a competitive market. There is a monopoly. Go to local petrol pump. Petrol pump, you have no choice. So then you have a monopoly. So, it is a competitive situation. Trust me. It is a competitive situation. This is a competitive situation where many buyers and sellers are there. Supposing it was a monopoly, where only one seller was there, then that fellow can dominate the price. So whether you have 100 rupees or not, either you buy it or you don't buy it. So that is monopoly. So market system market system monopoly competitive monopoly. But in economics generally, we think that there will be competition, not between suppliers, but between buyers also. There will be competition between buyers, and there will be also competition between suppliers. But the price is adequate. So please remember, the most important thing in economics is equilibrium. Equilibrium. Equilibrium is not maximum gain or loss. Please note down. Equilibrium is not maximum gain or loss. It is not maximum. Equilibrium is not maximum gain or loss. It is a point where you find that you have not lost out. Chinta bargaining korucho. 100 টাকার 100 টাকা দেলা ঠিক আছে রে স্যার ঠিক আছে 50 টাকা দিছলা ভালো হইতান্তা 100 টাকা দেলা সেসা 200 টাকা হাঁকুতলা তুমি নাকি 100 টাকা ঠিক আছে আরে বলো এটা কি বুঝি বল It is not the maximum benefit that a buyer or supplier get, but the best in a given situation. Is the best in a given situation for buyer and seller. Is the best in a given situation for whom? For the buyer or the seller. Is that clear to all of you? It's a category rationality. Rationality. Giffen paradox. Giffen paradox. Giffen paradox will record Giffen paradox. It is onex competitive asibo tomaro preliminary question is Giffen paradox ta kon. Giffen paradox ta kon. Please note down to definition na kahju tale bujhibo. Giffen paradox refers to a situation. Giffen, G-I-F-F-E-N, Robert Giffen. Giffen paradox refers to a situation where people buy more when the price is going up. When the price is going up. What is Giffen paradox? When people buy more when the price is going up. तमे कहबो सर एटा की बाजे कथा इरेशनल कथा रॉबर्ट जिफेन 1868 मसियारे से जाके देखिले जेता ब्रेड प्राइसेस वर इंक्रीजिंग इन यूके लंडन रे people workers were buying more bread जेतु ब्रेड कर दो प्लीज नोट माने a very interesting example you must understand. He found that workers were buying more bread when the price of a loaf was increasing. See to study kale sa kahi besi bread kinuchunti. He found that the price ta bread ra price ta boduchi workers dekhuchi che petto puribo taro. So he cannot do without 6 loaves of bread. Ghara gota the bread de khauchunti. So semane bread sangre jam khauchanti, sausage khauchanti, butter khauchanti. So what the workers were doing, they were doing without sausages and butter. Kon buchu to seita ko semane no khai kri adhika bread khai kri tankar bhoko marute. Buchi porcho kotha Have you understood? तुम यदि गरीब लोक अच्छी धर माछ दाम बढ़ीगला से चाउल दाम बढ़ीगला गरीब लोक कौन चाउल कम कम खाइब से पखाड़ खाइब पखाड़ खाई से यदि खाऊला ता संगे जो माछ भजा टे खाऊला से माछ भजा खाइबनी Are you all getting me? So he found out, please note down, if the good is a inferior good, again a concept, Rasmi, Ina. If a good is an inferior good or is good, please note down, tinta concept, inferior good or a wage good or a necessity. Then what a good पक्का ही पाइबो गोटे गुड हला इंफीरियर जोटो हमें कहूचे ए सब मांडिया खाउची इंफीरियर गुड आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट गोटे हला इंफीरियर गुड वेज गुड माने गुड्स व्हिच आर टेकन बाय वेज अर्नर्स जो माने मुनिया काम खाउचती दैट्स आल्सो कॉल्ड द जिफन गुड आर यू ऑल गेटिंग मी सो इफ अ गुड इज इंफीरियर वेज गुड बट इट इज अ नेसेसिटी लाइक चावल ओके तब माछ खाइबनी कि कहो डाली के कम खाइबी किंतु भात ना खाइबो तो आर यू ऑल गेटिंग मी दैट इज कॉल्ड अ जिफन गुड सो व्हाट डिड जिफन पैराडॉक्स टीच अस if the price of an inferior good please write down if the price of an inferior good increases if the price of an inferior good increases the demand will increase the demand will increase बुझी पले ना कथाटा the demand will increase काहेंगे ना तार से भूख तार he has to satisfy his basic hunger ना अरे तार जति दिनु खाया करता जति कैलोरी खाया करता से खाइबो ना so he will sacrifice so गोटाला inferior good आउट हला luxury good लिपस्टिक लगाया बंद कर दो परफ्यूम मारिया बंद कर दो these are luxurious goods हला luxurious goods गोटाला तमरो inferior good out of luxurious goods. So basically Giffen proved that when workers are eating more, when the price is increasing for bread, they are not behaving irrationally but rationally. Are you getting my point? So are they irrational? They are behaving rationally. Because you know, this is called a Giffen paradox. बुझी पड़छो अरे किसी बुझो के नहीं ए सब कथा सब आसीबो तुम प्रिलिम रे जिफेन पैराडॉक्स ता कोन नले सिटी कोन सर जिफेन पैराडॉक्स कोन सर बसी बसी भाबुतो बुझी एटा हला कांसेप्ट जिफेन पैराडॉक्स ओके so we will take another 5 minutes and we will take a break okay एटा पूछ कुछ की करे ओ एटा को पुनी कोन कोटा गेला केमति एमदी कोटा गेला What is clean option? What is it? Select. अच्छा okay. हाँ ठीक है वो तो सफाई है सब अब बुझी गली yeah so okay now बुझी गलो so study choice and implications for price and quantity to be in equilibrium बुझी गलो कथा कथा अरे पूरा कथा बुझी गलो ना रे तमर जो मोबाइल अछि मोबाइल रे भी नहीं जाय पर तमे पिक्चर नहीं पर बुझले कि किछ असुविधा नहीं है ता पहले कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन वी स्टडी कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन कितने खर्च होगो डिमांड फॉर ए प्रोडक्ट exchange rate these are all studied in microeconomics and in macroeconomics we are studying inflation unemployment है ना growth केमती boost करिवो monetary policy deficit tax policy एरा सब macroeconomics रे हमें पढ़ आ गोटी कथा करके तापर हमें will take a 5 minutes break is that okay बर्तमान हमें किसी कॉन्सेप्ट्स को आसवा एटा करके तापर तमे देखि Yeah, what Samilson is saying that we do not live in an Eden of affluence like sand in the desert or seawater at the beach. So therefore, we live in a world of scarcity. Okay. So then he says, what is efficiency? Efficiency. The economy produces the highest combination of quantity and quality of goods and services given its technology and scarce resources. Jaha technology achi, आउ तार जो स्केर्स रिसोर्स अछि तार केमती बेस्ट पॉसिबल यूज होबो सेटा कमे करे एफिशिएंट आर यू ऑल गेटिंग मी सो टू थिंग्स one is efficiency, please note down efficiency gotala technology. What kind of technology you have? Do you have a calculator or you have a computer? What kind of technology you have and what is the level of your technology? Okay. Are you having artificial intelligence or you are not having artificial intelligence? So level of technology and scarce resource. So gote economy is bound by these two factors, scarce resource or technology. এই ভিতরে কেমতি করিবা বুঝলো তো সেইথরে গোটে লোক এই লোকটা না হচ্ছে ভিলফ্রেডো প্যারেটো লেখো প্যারেটো এইটার অনেক সময় কনসেপ্ট আছে Pareto optimality. Would ask you a question. So, what is Pareto optimality? Please note down Pareto optimality. We end with this concept. Pareto optimality. Pareto optimality. এইটা গোটে Pareto optimality কহিতলা যে যোন অবস্থায় it is an economic state where resources cannot be reallocated to make an individual better off without making at least one individual worse off. What is Pareto optimality? যে এইভাবে allocation ହେଇଛି যদি supposing I take a resource from X that will affect somebody else. মানে ଯୋଉଥିରେ କି ଯେମିତି କହନ୍ତି ଯୋଉ ରାମଚନ୍ଦ୍ରଙ୍କର ରାମଚନ୍ଦ୍ର ରାମ ରାଜ୍ୟ ମାନେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଖୁସି are you getting my point? ମାନେ Pareto optimality is a situation where we have reached that kind of a level that no further allocation is required, reallocation is required. When everybody is happy, everybody is happy. So that is what is called Pareto optimality. So we'll take a break of 5 minutes. Is that okay with all of you? 5 minutes, and then we will take the next class. Is that okay with all of you? You introduce yourself, each one of you, so I know at least. Start from here. कौन नाटक कहलो आकांक्षा देव तुम देवगढ़ कौन व्हाट इज योर सब्जेक्ट sociology ebe me kurcho are you doing MA or you have done sociology what about you Mayurbhanj तो कौन सब्जेक्ट करछो इंग्लिश में BA करछो ग्रेजुएशन what about you Bargat हाँ zoology okay doing B.Ed now complete politics कोठो correspondence course I have studied in college I understood accountants तो एक BSc computer don't worry graduation कोथे करछो physics रे you are a physics student okay you have done already graduation good Ramadev को सब्जेक्ट है philosophy को science computer science okay BSc chemistry good I have completed my master's degree in geology from Central University of Technology Management. very good. Botany रे. BSc zoology. Sociology. Okay. 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 Special engineering. Pass कर चले कोटू. Okay. Which honors? I incidentally did my BA economics from Deccanal College, 73. So good. तो मेरे सबू गुड काम करो मोर मेल आइटम नहीं जाओ MISRA dot SN54 MISRA.SN54 है ना এটা হচ্ছে মোর MISRA.SN54@gmail.com তো মোর কাম করো we can form a WhatsApp group. Okay. So that would be good. Okay. So I'm giving you my number 738 11 09 899 09899. So what you can do, all of you, we can have a WhatsApp group. Okay. So I can send my PPTs to you or anything interesting, or if you have any query, so you can always address to me. Okay. Say WhatsApp. How do you like this idea? Huh? 738 11 09 899. इनिशिएटिव नेकी गोटे व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप फॉर्म करो ना की करियो तुम तो भीतर की लीडर के तुमरो हु इज योर लीडर हां so you be the leader. Okay. So you what you do is along with that you give your email ID and your basic degree also. Okay. Just your basic degree so that I know. So anyway so this is a very interesting बुद्धि पड़छ कि नहीं सब कथा उडा ताने किसी डिफिकल्ट लागुछि टिके डिफिकल्ट लागुछि कि सो तमो कोन क्लास केते होछि 10 टा होछि आरंभ केते होछि हां 10:30 रो आरंभ होछि केते पर्यंत हां 1 o'clock तो एटा कोन फर्स्ट क्लास रे कोन ना ऑलरेडी पकी सारे हम केते पकी सारे के पढु चंद एनवायरनमेंट पढा देले कहले एनवायरनमेंट इकोनॉमी पढ़ा की वही दीपक पढ़ी थी इकोनॉमिक्स केमते हां ओहो हो अच्छा सी मिस्टर नसे पढ़ा इंजीनियर ब्ला इंजीनियर हां सब पढ़ी थी ना तो गोटे अच्छी गोटे जो कोन कोटा फैक्ट्री अछि ना से जीतू भैया हां दीपू भैया जिंदे देख देखो कोटा फैक्ट्री देखছো सब लोग हाँ हाँ कोटा फैक्ट्री हैव सीन सो जीतू है यू कैन कॉल मी सत्य भाई और सत्य सर जहाँ भी कोई करो ओके सो बी इनफॉर्मल विथ मी तब जहाँ क्वेरी थी यू सेंड इट टू मी ओके डोंट वरी आई नॉट गिव यू मेनी क्वेश्चंस एंड ऑल मोर 50 काम मोर होई छि तो कुछ परस कथा तो सुन लो सो विल स्टार्ट विल गो अप टू 1 o'clock ना आ गोटे कॉन्सेप्ट हला अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट खाली गोटे कॉन्सेप्ट आसो तापर हमें गोटे सिस्टम सुजुवा अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट हला इज द वैल्यू ऑफ व्हाट मस्ट बी फोरगॉन in order to undertake an activity. So supposing tome you can become a lecturer, okay? But you decide to be an IAS officer. So supposing somebody says, what is your opportunity cost? So you will say my opportunity cost to as a lecturer. So what is the next best alternative? That is what we call as opportunity cost. किछि नाही opportunity cost नाही तो सर लड्डू मोर की opportunity cost अछि सर मु तो किछि चाकरी पाइनी मु कहबी मोर अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट अछि मु जरा पढुची I can be administrator. That's my opportunity cost. Are you getting me? So have you understood what is the opportunity cost? It's the next best that I have. What is the next best that you have? That is called the opportunity cost. तापर गोटे आस कॉन्सेप्ट आसला एफिशिएंसी प्लीज बोलो एफिशिएंसी देखो efficiency and equity. We have already talked of efficiency. That means the best utilization of resources is what we call as efficiency, best utilization of resources. So ये जो ऊपर लोगोटा होची जगदीश भगवती, okay, he India रो these economists are very highly thought of. One is Amartya Sen and the other is Jagdish Bhagavati. He is a very famous trade economist. International trade upre he is very highly thought of. Jagdish Bhagavati. Amartya Sen लिख दो. अगर Amartya Sen जे की development economics रे भलो काम करचंती. ये कहला Amartya Sen development economics, human development, education, health, human development. Basically, he has written a lot about human development. Are you all getting me? And Jagdish Bhagavati has written about trade. So basically, he believes that if there is a free trade, countries will be better. Free trade means किसी barriers नहीं to trade. तो मैं tariff बसो no. You know, things can come freely. That is what is called efficiency. On the other hand, एक जो लोगोटे अच्छी हसुची, ता ना होचे Thomas Piketty. ये होचे गुड़ा French economist. Our income inequality ऊपर बहुत भला काम करचे. Capital, please write down. Capital by Thomas Piketty. ये लोगोटा 2014 रे तार जो बहिटा Capital by Thomas Piketty, that made him extremely popular. Okay, he is considered to be very so Piketty believes that markets do not necessarily produce a fair distribution of income and prosperity is not shared equally. So when we are talking about market economy, demand and supply, but a prosperity to the so the question is the prosperity being shared by everybody equally? There India growth is 7%. I'll give an example. Supposing we'll say India is growing at 7%. Is a slum dweller income going up by 7%? Is the income of Panwala going up by 7%? Is the income of a clerk going up by 7%? So basically, there is a lot of inequality. That prosperity is not getting shared equally. Are you all getting my point? So, why one of economists are looking at efficiency, at wealth? Please note down. One group is looking at what? Wealth creation. बहुत देखो उठुची 5 ट्रिलियन हे जो ताड़ी पकेबो 10टा बुझो तो एटा होची एफिशिएंसी अरे बहुत ताड़ी पकेलो growth. The other people are looking at distributive justice. They are looking at what? ए जो टका में रोजगार कलु भलो कलु, has it been equally shared? No, that is the question. There are viewpoints. One viewpoint which is saying if the country is going well, चिंता कौन अच्छी? किंतु से चिंता एक में अच्छी, this prosperity is not being equally shared by others, by everybody. So when we are talking of shared prosperity, we are talking of equity. Are you agree? So Piketty found that most of the developed countries have a lot of income inequality. Income inequality is measured by a concept called Gini coefficient. Please note down Gini coefficient. What is Gini coefficient? Gini coefficient measures Gini, G-I-N-I. Gini, not Gini. Gini coefficient Gini coefficient. Gini coefficient it is a measure of income inequality. Say for instance in the US, inequality is 46%. Due to inequality, zero. Gini coefficient would be 0. But due to inequality, 46% people are unequal. In India, it's 41%. Please note down. In Sweden, it is 28%. So America it is 46%, India 41%, and Sweden it is 28%. Are you getting my point? So basically what Piketty is trying to say that how promote distributive justice, reduce income, and how income inequality. He says we can do that through what? Progressive taxation on super rich. जो माने सबु आदानी माने सबु अच्छी तांको टैक्स तांकर बढ़ाओ, तांको अपने वेल्थ टैक्स बसाओ, तांको इनकम टैक्स बसाओ, बुझलो तो? Have you understood? Equity टा तो माने घियोटा तो मैं सीधा अंगुठी आसीबो ना तो बंके पड़िबो ना. So से कोची तांको दी टैक्स बढ़िबो ताहाले जेकरी इनइक्वालिटी बढ़िबो. Have you understood the concept now? गोटाले एफिशिएंसी हला तमे मार्केट करके grow करिवो. The other is how to distribute your resources in a equitable manner. Okay, we'll come to all these concepts. अरे concept हम बुझना नहीं. Concept हला positive, देखो positive and normative analysis. Positive and normative analysis. Positive माने we are stating facts. Please note down. Positive economics माने we are stating facts. हमें कहूचे India's unemployment is 9.5%. Please note down. Report बाला जे India का unemployment हला 9.5%. हमें कहेगा India's unemployment rate should be lower. कौन होगा कौन? Are you getting my point? Have you understood the difference? Positive economics only states facts. Normative economics will say whether that fact is right or wrong. Please note down. This is very important. It's a question as well. Positive economics tells you facts, the facts. Normative economics tells you whether that fact is right or wrong. It is a value judgment. I may go say the increase in price of gasoline will increase inflation. I mean, the petrol dam bodega, tara dam ahur bodibo. Inflation is bad for the livelihood of fixed income groups. Inflation is bad for who? Poor and fixed income group. Adani ammantra kichi nahi choda tar kon achi. Inflation ho, baigano dam 10 taka 20 taka ho, ki bean dam 50 ରୁ 300 ଟଙ୍କା ଅଛି ତାର କୋନ ଚିନ୍ତା ଅଛି ବୁଝି ପଡୁଛ ତ India 7.7% growth during 2021 ବହୁତ things like quality of education, healthcare and nutrition to be substantially improved. Have you followed? Our education ଭଲ होनी, nutrition ଭଲ होनी, 36% पिला सला छोटिया पिला माने stunted हेउचंती एरा होची. Have you understood? This is called positive. Which positive and normative economics. It is a interesting concept. Information asymmetry. Concept for lekho. एवडा लेखले तमे जाई कि तमर सब माने नॉलेज ता और बढ़िबो. बुझी परिबो कथा उडा ए सब कोन सब सा कहूछु. ए जो दाडी को ना होची जोसेफ स्टिग्लिज. ए होची मोर गुरु, बुझले कि माने वर्तमान जते सब इकोनॉमिस्ट अछंती से उड बहि लिखछि रोड टू फ्रीडम लिखछि. मु तो कल रिव्यू करी Road to Freedom. And also Joseph Stiglitz. Joseph Stiglitz. I've heard him. He's one of the most outstanding liberal economists. Liberal economists, equity, called. So, information asymmetry, when there is a transaction where one is more or better information than the other. There was पूर्ण कार कम होना बिकुची बुझियो तो that बदमाश नो कोट इस एक्सीडेंट नहीं था कौन ही था से कहो नहीं सर बहुत बढ़िया गाड़ी वन हैंड गाड़ी सर अपन नतो टका नतो सर अपन को बढ़िया एकदम तमे नेट रे खोजो जोटी खोजो सर गाड़ी एक्सीडेंट नहीं कि नहीं सर जो एसएन मिश्रा गाड़ी एक्सीडेंट नहीं कि नहीं किछि जान परियोनी हैव यू अंडरस्टूड द मीनिंग ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन asymmetry so in a market where sellers have better information than buyers sellers have better information than buyers तो बोले घर भड़ा ना चाहूँ ब्रोकर आसला तुम पाख तो मैडम एमती फ्लाट आप पाइबेनि 6000 टंकार पाइबेनि आप नियंतु इमिडिएटली नियंतु आप से बॉयफ्रेंड को लेके आसबे किसी असुविधा नहीं ये पूरा फुल एक्सेस आपनकर अछि ठीक कि तमे खोदुछ नेट रे खोदुछ का सारा घर केते एरिया रे केते अछि सी 5000 टकर किंतु मैडम को बड़ा डेस्परेट अछंती बॉयफ्रेंड से देखाई परनी कोठी तेनो तो किसी जानूची तेनो इंफॉर्मेशन एस्टिमेट हैव यू अंडरस्टूड information asymmetry. Okay. I would like please irrational exuberance. Irrational exuberance. तो उसे concept ना तो तुमको ठीक है बुझी गले तमे कि मजा लागु कि नहीं ना बोर हो बड़ अरे तुम भल बुझ तो irrational exuberance. Irrational exuberance हला এই जो एलन ग्रीनस्पैन जो देखे नथि सला प्रथमे सी 2007 रे जो क्राइसिस हला प्लीज नोट डाउन वेरी इंपोर्टेंट 2007 रे there was a global economic crisis. In 2007 there was a huge economic crisis in the US. Okay, are you all following me? There was a huge crisis. सिटो बुढ़ा को पचारे सर इमिति काहे केला आपण तो बड़ बहुत बड़ गवर्नर आप कहउचंती सा सब बिगेस्ट बैंकर सा आपन को अंडर रे इमिति किन हला 2006 रे साली वाला 2007 रे बहुत सा इमिति हला सर अपन बड़ बुद्धिया लोक इमिति किमति हला अपन थाउ थाउ एते नोबेल लॉरेट थाउ थाउ किमति हला सी कहला नाही सर एइते पई हला बिकॉज़ ऑफ इरेशनल एक्सुबरेंस माने जोठी बिजनेसमैन माने भाबुचंती जे थिंग्स आर गोइंग टू बी वेरी गुड but it doesn't happen that way. Have you understood? Have you understood what is irrational exuberance? Exuberance माने बहुत खुशी हवाटा गदगद हवा जो तमे गदगद होचो भाबुचो सब बहुत कार बिक्री हबो बहुत स्कूटर बिक्री हबो सब भारत रे बहुत भलो चाली छी बुद्धिसा अछंती दही घियो सब भासी जीवो सब एई सब रे इन्वेस्ट करो देख कार को सब किनिया भी लोक नाहंती सारा लोक अनएम्प्लॉयड मोदी कोची 8 कोटी लोक एम्प्लॉयड कोटी से 8 कोटी हिचती किए बुझु तो कथा सो हैव यू अंडरस्टूड व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ irrational exuberance that means when the expectation of business people is not matched by actual reality is not by matched by what actual reality जो ताले बहुत तुम खर्च कर देबो कि देखा को बिजनेस एक्सपांड करा सब किनिया पे लोक को नांती कुछ बुझरे नहीं तो घर देखियो भुवनेश्वर रे बहुत सारा घर नीचे सा बाहर टू लेट सो बहुत सा बहुत लोग भुवनेश्वर पळे से घर फर नहीं थिबे irrational exuberance ओके लास्ट गोटे कांसेप्ट लिखो एनिमल स्पिरिट प्लीज नोट डाउन एनिमल स्पिरिट एई कथाटा जॉन मेनार्ड केन्स कहितला एनिमल स्पिरिट जिते बेले डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह 1991 बसिया रे तेरे बजट स्पीच देले जोथरे इकोनॉमिक लिबरलाइजेशन इंडिया रा आरंभ होला इंडिया स्टार्टेड बिकमिंग अ लिबरल कंट्री फ्रॉम 1991 ता पूर्व सोशलिज्म थला से सेही थरे स्पीच देला बेले कहले that we will bring up the animal spirits of the businessman जिते सब गद थिले बिहार फेरु थिले कहले कोन से एनिमल कहूची हमकू एनिमल स्पिरिट कोन कहूची एनिमल पाठ पढिथिले सिना लालू हबो सला से एनिमल स्पिरिट से पढिनी एनिमल स्पिरिट होची the spirit of adventure of businessman the spirit of adventure of businessmen without caring for loss or profit, without caring for loss and profit. Have you understood? If you are trying to make a business venture, क्षति होगा कि लाभ होगा, जिनके Steve Jobs, जितने से iPad तैयारी कला, ये iPhone तैयारी कला, was he expecting the tarim to be created? It was an animal spirit. He took this initiative, hoping that there would be demand for it, for a novel product. So animal spirit basically is the spirit of adventure, risk taking. Indra kuko to ghoro kini mo pakhre jo laboratory gara kini se ekdam jump marta mo mundo puge put. Animal spirit se bhabuni ke daddy jacket pinchanti ki suit pinchanti ki kon pinchi se mara guli sara Dunata, see tar mari wo to animal spirit. Dunata, free spirit. Are you all getting me? Would you put Ranbir sing pare? Dunata, animal spirits. Bartona me asiva economic system. Another half an hour. Ame economic system. Would you tell us who? Kong kong na concepts would you like कहला? कहला concepts कौन हो रहे? कौन है? अब देखिए को हाँ कौन कहला? हाँ तापरे नहीं से गोटे पर गोटे समझ तो कहूँ पैंत जब को तुम दिखे तो करे कार सो भर्ती बंद करो बंद मुझे जानी भी चल कहते बंद होना हाँ इक्विलिब्रियम तापरे आसो तुम का हाँ गुड वेरी गुड एफिशिएंसी तुम नेक्स्ट आसो तुम कागज को देखो ना जब आप गुड करो नहीं नहीं मुझे ना सर हाँ गोटे हाँ वेरी गुड animal spirit how? Policy, na monetary policy moves like goal मार दो like तुम तो ना कोई नहीं very good हाँ हाँ what irrational behavior good हाँ the code don't worry I'm just trying to see how much have you absorbed. Don't worry at all. Next. Information asymmetry. Normative economics, yes. Don't. Huh? Animal spirit. What? Huh? Okay. Parent optimality, yes. Efficiency equal, irrational exuberance को, So anyway, so give a big hand to all of you. बहुत कथा तो मन रखना किचरे. Just revise them, and try to remember all. Now we come to the last part of our lecture today, which is of economic systems. Okay. There are three types of systems. Please note down the three systems. Pehla, capitalism. Capitalism. Communism. How mixed economy. Mixed economy. कौन है? Capitalism, communism, mixed economy. Whenever we are looking at economic systems, you are either a capitalist state, or you are a communist state, or you are a mixed economy. The father of capitalism is Adam Smith. कोट कहते रहे इधर लिखा पे कोट कहते किंतु कहते पूरा कहना मार्क ओके तापरे मार्क करे हाँ So this is also known as liberalism. capitalism is also known as liberalism. When we are talking of capitalism, we are also talking of liberalism. उदारवाद कहीं की उदार है ना यही जो कैपिटलिज्म जो कॉन्सेप्ट अच्छा एटा को ब्रश कर देले ये भाबुची चल जाऊ तो सिलेक्ट तापर क्लीन ओके वेरी गुड मुझे नोट करी कहब पड़े सब ये कॉन्सेप्ट मते हां हे जो हां बुझी मतलब कैपिटलिज्म बुझी अर्थ बुझी बहुत बढ़िया बिमारी गिव वेरी गुड पूंजीवाद है भी कैपिटलिज्म कैपिटलिज्म पूंजीवाद कैपिटलिज्म एडम स्मिथ गोटे खूब भल बही लिखला ता नाम वेल्थ ऑफ नेशंस एटा कहती we call it as magnum opus okay mark तापरे select तर पेन होता ये जो वेल्थ ऑफ नेशंस ता होची is called please write down आ गोटे बहुत भलो वर्ड नियो मैग्नम ऑपस MAG मैग्नम MAGNUM OPUS मैग्नम ऑपस माने ए ग्रेट बुक माने पृथ्वी रे इकोनॉमिक्स रे जो 10टा ग्रेट बही अछि सो वेल्थ ऑफ नेशन इज वन ऑफ देम जिनते डार्विन द ओरिजिन ऑफ द स्पीसीज हला it is a magnum opus wealth of nations which was published in 1776 are you all getting me wealth of nations published in 1777 is a magnum opus is a great book now in this great book he gave two very तापर कोन मते कहितलो तापर कोन कहितलो मते सफा करा पे और सिलेक्ट करी क्लीन करी बस जी हाँ क्लीन है हाँ ओके सॉरी so he gave two very wonderful ideas तो मन रखो जो मन सब ग्रेट इकोनॉमिस्ट हो कि पॉलिटिकल साइंटिस्ट हो कि सोशियोलॉजिस्ट हो like Durkheim or Pareto Weber so all these great people have contributed 2 or 3 very fundamental ideas okay so it's very important to know their basic ideas से काहे भी तांको इते लोको सिगमंड फ्रॉइड हैला आइंस्टाइन हैला पांचटा लोको को बहुत कहते बहुत बुझिया लोको प्लेटो हैला मार्क्स हैला एमन सोचने बहुत बुझिया लोको ओडा अलग Panchata Loka, 5 people are considered to have contributed the maximum to the philosophy of things. Kotala, Plato, लिखिए पांचटा लोग Plato, Marx, Einstein, Hegel, Hegel, and Freud. FREUD ए पांचटा लोक कहती जे गोटे कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ आइडियाज आले हिसाबटा कथा नहीं गोटे माने गोटे रेवोल्यूशनरी आइडियाज दे ब्रॉट इन केबे गोटे टाइम हेले तुम कहि सब बट दीस पीपल दर प्लेटफॉर्म बट कहला जे नॉलेज इज पावर
ভয়েস আসুনি
सर किसी शुभुनी सर शुभिला सर शुभुनी
सर शुभुनी
Not audible, sir.
हेलो ଏବେ ଶୁଭୁଛି
यस
Yes, sir.
यस सर
ସେ ବ୍ୟାଟରୀ କାମ କରୁନଥିଲା ଆପଣ ସବୁ ବୁଝି ପାରୁଛନ୍ତି କି ନାହିଁ ଆର୍ ୟୁ ଏବଲ୍ ଟୁ ଫଲୋ
यस सर
हेलो सर्विस
Yes,
बुझी
sir.
पारुछ सब बुझी होछ तो बुझी होछ तो सब हां 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 ठीक अछि सो he had two ideas. One idea was that the market forces as if by an invisible hand will promote welfare of all, so please don't tinker with the market. माने बेसी जाकी सेठी फाउल मारिया की दरकार नहीं तमे सेठी दादागिरी करा दरकार नहीं government should not regulate a market are you getting my point so the government should not regulate a market. The second idea was far more interesting. He said it is not from the benevolence of a butcher, the brewer or the baker that we expect our dinner but from the regard to their interest. से कहूची जे जो जोमाटो वाला तुमको जाकी जो रोल दउची से तुमको किछि फेवर करनी बुझु तो इट इज इन हिज इंटरेस्ट टू बाय जोमाटो रोल हैला तुम पे मध्य अरे so he is saying that if there is a self interest supposing you are interested to listen to me and I am interested to you. So therefore, then this situation would be very happy. So basically, he says self-interest. Are you getting my point? आगुरी हम सब भावुतले जे बहुत selfish है रे selfish होची. So first time Adam Smith said becoming selfish is good for the economy. Are you getting my point? Just look at the idea. Are you all getting me? He said if people are self-centered, it helps economy. तमे काहे की अन्य कथा आणुछ अरे तमे तमरो इंटरेस्ट तमरो सेल्फिश इंटरेस्ट अछि बोली तमे जोमाटो मगेलो जोमाटो सेल्फिश इंटरेस्ट अछि से पैसा पे बोली तुमको जोमाटो बिकला सो दिस इज व्हाट ही सेज इट इज नॉट फ्रॉम द बेनिवोलेंस ऑफ द बुचर जो से जो बीफ आसला कि ब्रूअर जे दारू देला और बेकर जे कि ब्रेड देला जे तमो जो डिनर आछि तमे भाबनी जे अंक दर डिनर आछि. It is because they also have a interest, self-interest in that. Have you understood the concept? कुछ पूछो नहीं. Self-interest concept पूछना कि नहीं? क्या interesting concept पूछो नहीं? So don't think the baker is doing a favor by sending you a bread because he gets out of it. Are you getting my point? So self-interest is the driving force. So therefore he says wealth creation is possible because of self-interest and free market. So कौन concept रहला free market और self-interest. एक जो रहेगा तल wealth create हो. कौन कथा पूछो तो So industrial revolution, and interestingly, industrial revolution happened in 1820. This is what he said in 1776. And because Samaste free, so there was a tremendous amount of prosperity in the world. Are you all getting me? From 1776, after industrial revolution came in 1820, when we had steam engine, we had power, we had electricity, there was a lot of prosperity in the European society and also American society. Is that clear? So this is the view. Yeah. What a color? Keep. What a clear? Huh? Correct? Keep. ହେଲା ସେ ଆଡମ ସ୍ମିଥ କହିଲା ଏଇ ଲୋକ ନା ହଉଛି ଲେଖ ଡେଭିଡ ରିକାର୍ଡୋ। ଡେଭିଡ ରିକାର୍ଡୋ କହିଲା ସେ କହିଲା ଯେ ଆଡମ ସ୍ମିଥ ଯେମିତି କହୁଛି ଫ୍ରି ମାର୍କେଟ ଇକୋନୋମି ଏଇଟା within the economy କହୁଛି। He was the one who said if there is free trade between countries, the wealth creation would be even more. Please note down. Have you understood? Adam Smith कौन कहला? यदि free market हैला, then there will be wealth creation in the country. But Ricardo said that if you allow free trade, globalization, then the country will become wealthier. आइडिया बुझु कि नहीं? तमे जो पूंजीपति कहूछ से पूंजीपति आहुल टंका तार आसीबो जदि फ्री ट्रेड हो बुझलो तो। And he said if you are protecting your country, if you are not allowing country to sell things in your country, it will lead to inefficiency, high price and poor quality. जेतले भारत रे आमे बहुत हाई प्रोटेक्शन थिला फॉर कार्स सेतले एम्बेसडर कार और फैट करथले। बर्तन देखुछ केते सुंदर कार आछो विभिन्न कार आछो because we are protecting, we are not allowing free trade. Have you understood free trade concept? Have you understood free trade concept? Meaning when you are allowing other goods to come from other countries, that is what is called free trade. Then we come to this Dadi fellow called Karl Marx. A look, Karl Marx. Okay, communism. A look communism concept asila. जिते बेले इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन हला आउ माने बहुत प्रॉस्पेरिटी हला माने यूरोप रे बहुत प्रॉस्पेरिटी हला he found that capitalism was leading to, please note down, exploitation of labor. से कला बहुत समृद्धशाली होची देशोडा को किंतु large number of workers are staying in the slums. Their condition is not particularly good. I agree with your point. So therefore, he suggested an alternative form of government, which is called a classless society. Money is not governed by a few capitalists, but money is managed by the workers. Are you all getting me? Are you all getting me? So what is communism? What is communism? In communism, the system would be operated by workers, not by capitalists. It would be a classless society because in a capitalist society, money is provided by whom? By the capitalist. So they exploit the laborer. They give them low wages. So therefore, that is what he said, that we should go for a state where there is no exploitation of labor. All countries, USA, all UK, Germany, they're all capitalist countries. They're all capitalist. Russia used to be a socialist country. 1917 ru 1990% तो कहली से थिले मध्य कैपिटलिस्ट थिले सो से कैपिटलिज्म गुड़े की ताको से 1917 हेले not now it used to be a communist country like China in 1914. Please note down, in 1949 China became a communist country. It was earlier a capitalist country. In 1917 Russia became a socialist country. It was earlier a capitalist country. India was a socialist country from 1951 to 1991. India was a socialist country. 51. I'm 47 amara independence ala 51 amara first plan armala 1951 to 1991. For 40 years we are also following the Russian example. Are you all getting me? So in a communist system the emphasis is on equity. Please note down. The emphasis is on what? Equity. Equity. And in a capitalist society, this emphasis is on wealth creation. Have you understood? Capitalist country, wealth creation. And in communist country, what is the opposite? Equity. Welfare for everybody, welfare for all. Are you all getting me? Now, it can do it. Say it could be. Huh? Okay. Okay. So, please note down. So, I have written here Russian Revolution of 1917. 1917. Please note down 1917. 1917. So, it became a command economy. Please note down command economy. What is command economy? That every decision is taken from the top. Our India Commission was planning everything. In Russia, there was something called Gosplan. G-O-S-P-L-A-N. Gosplan. Gosplan used to decide how much of steel to produce, how much cement to produce, how many roads to make. Are you getting the point? So, in a capitalist country, decisions are taken by individual firms. In a communist country, decisions are taken by the top state. Are you getting the point? Have you understood the difference? Have you understood the difference or not? In a communist country, decisions are taken by the state. In a capitalist country, decisions are taken by individual firms for wealth creation. So in 1991, USSR collapsed. I told you, I gave an example, 1991 it collapsed. So when it collapsed because it was not growing well, like Americans. Okay, why it collapsed in the USSR? Because people were feeling that they are not growing well, you know. So therefore that society collapsed in 1991. And then this guy wrote a book, please note down. His name is Francis Fukuyama. Please write down. Francis Fukuyama. He wrote a book. The name was End of History. End of History. Note kara End of History. When the USSR collapsed, neither communism nor capitalism is valid. Are you getting my point? Before Russian Revolution, there was capitalism. Everybody was capitalist. From 1917 to 1991, Russia became communist. China became communist. But when Russia collapsed, so Fukuyama wrote that two things happened. So communism and capitalism were substituted by what is known as liberal democracy. Have you understood? Liberal democracy. Liberal democracy is now there would be both state and also private individuals. And it is not as if that only a state will dominate. There would be there would be individuals. This is what we call as liberal democracy. We allow, in a communist state, it is only the Communist Party which dominates. In a liberal democracy, there will be many parties. There is a conflict of opinion. Democracy, the whole purpose, there is a conflict of opinion. There is a discussion. There is a debate. That is called liberal democracy and free market. Are you all getting me? Capitalism, communism, then liberal democracy. Last hala tomorrow, mixed economy. We come to the end of just one. We come to the last system, which is called a mixed economy. Now, in a mixed economy, this was advocated by John Maynard Keynes in 1936. Please note down. Again, his book General Theory is a magnum opus. Wealth of Nation is a magnum opus. Das Capital, Marx rahala Das Capital. Marx of Das Capital. Please write down. Marx rahala Das Capital. That is also a magnum opus. General theory of Keynes is also a magnum opus. Magnum opus. Now, in 1930, in 1930, there was an economic crisis in the USA. So almost 30% people were unemployed, and the economy was having huge economic, please write down, depression of the 30s, economic depression of the 30s. In the 1930s, there was depression, economic depression, large scale unemployment. Are you all getting me? Large scale unemployment. Jeto large scale unemployment hala, say to Keynes koila, je I cannot leave private enterprises to revive the economy. So he says there is no automatic equilibrium. So there is no automatic equilibrium. So in a situation where there is depression, where unemployment is there, so the solution is what? To create employment. Slow down. जिनके तमाम जो pandemic समय रहे, so मनरेगा करके लोगों को काम मिले. Unless you give work, then how will people demand goods and services? Are you all getting me? So he says that you cannot allow an economy to be run by private business people because they find no demand for their goods. अरे तमें जो देश रे unemployment अच्छी, से कहीं क्या उसको पे बनेगा? Are you all getting me? So therefore he says that if you want to do, so you have to do public investment. You have to do public investment. You have to stimulate the economy. So therefore he was the first person, please note down, who said that an ideal economy would be a mixed economy, where both, just write down this, we'll end up, just write down this. In a mixed economy, both the government and the private sector will function. Full stop. Whenever there is an economic depression, the state will make public employment. State will ensure public employment so that the economy is revived. Have you understood? See, economic depression hochi. When you have economic depression, that depression just automatically. So if you want to correct that depression, then government has to come forward. So this was implemented by Franklin D. Roosevelt, American president thile. Se tar kathada ko sunile. Sunike se huge investment kale in a thing called New Deal program. Look at New Deal program re. So he made massive public investment. Hydel project kale, roads kale, parks kale, schools kale, colleges kale. So the whole idea is that government has to come forward. In a capitalist system, to sum it up, in a capitalist system, the government is just only watching. It is only doing the function. It is protecting the country. It is having army. But otherwise, economic issue, economic development, it is leaving it to the private sector. So Keynes said, no, that is not true. When there is economic depression, you have to also come forward. So the mixed economy concept came because there was a urgent realization that the government cannot watch helplessly, like in the pandemic. 10 lakh crore is released by this government, to provide employment to poor people, migrant workers who go work. So that is how you salvage the economy. Are you getting the point? So this is the three kind of economic systems. Today, India is in a mixed economy. So in the next lecture, we will see how Indian economy is performing. Is that clear? Economic. Thank you.